You're very welcome back. Now, Christmas Day is just over a week away, and the excitement of indulging on what is the biggest feast of the year is stuck in our minds.
Certainly is. This morning we're looking at the perfect wines to accompany each course on your Christmas menu.
Ian Brosnan, wine manager at Eli Wine Bar and Eli Bar and Brasserie, has joined us with his top picks. Good morning to you, Ian. How are you?
Good morning, Ian.
So you've got loads of wines here to show us, but we'll start with champagne, because it is nice to have a glass of bubbles at the beginning of the day, like 8 a.m.
Absolutely.
Start as you mean to continue.
I think champagne is probably
Santa's just been, OK, pop.
champagne is the perfect Christmas wine, and it's incredibly versatile. So yes, absolutely, a glass for breakfast, but it works really well with just as an aperitif, with smoked salmon, or with anything like that, or any kind of lighter seafood or shellfish dishes. So what we're going to try is a champagne called Beaumont de Crémant. So it wouldn't be one of the big name champagnes, but in my opinion, it's one of the best value for money champagnes you can get.
Oh, I'd like to hear that.
Happy Christmas.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So it's light, it's fresh, it's crisp, just a perfect aperitif.
Why are they not in traditional champagne flutes now? Is there a reason
Champagne
for that, Ian?
flutes look good,
Yeah.
and they preserve the bubbles, but they're not great for tasting, because you've no room in the glass to kind of swirl or allow it to open up or to breathe.
OK, I just bought 8 of them. Rats.
It's perfect for...
I'm sure they'll be used. They'll be fine.
No.
That's really good.
That's gorgeous.
It's lovely. Just
very light.
Proper, crisp, easy drinking champagne. And because champagne can be quite expensive, if you find a really good value for money one.
So that's about €36, Ian?
Yeah, usually.
As champagne goes, that's pretty
not
decent
bad,
value.
yeah.
I think if you were to probably have a look online, you'd be pleasantly surprised by the price.
OK, the day is off and running. You've had your glass or two of champers. You want to get into the dinner now. It's hard to know what to do, what wine to go with the turkey. Is it red or white? So you're going to help us in that.
You can do both. What I've chosen is a grape variety called Gruner Veltliner from Austria, which is a fantastic all-rounder when it comes to matching with food. So it works really well with seafood, shellfish, scallops, any sort of white meat, and obviously turkey. You can get a few different styles of Gruner. What we're going to taste is one of the richer, more full-bodied styles. So it's probably closer to something like a really good white Burgundy than, for a Sauvignon Blanc or something like that. One of the interesting things about Gruner as a grape variety is that it has kind of a slightly peppery aftertaste, which makes it almost savoury. Most white wines are usually quite fruity, so it has a slightly peppery aftertaste, and that just makes it a fantastic match with food.
Well, that's lovely, isn't
Nice, isn't it?
Good that it works with fish and turkey. Many people would serve a starter, a fish course as a starter, because of the amount of meat everyone will be consuming. So
This one you could drink all the way through.
you don't need to change. That's great.
Perfect with the prawn cocktail, that's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
If you can't get this particular wine in your
You could
local
look
shop,
out with
you
this
could get
particular
that
one.
at the grape as such. Is that
Yeah,
what
the
you're
grape Gruner Veltliner, or GV for short. Make it easy. This particular producer is one of the best in Austria, and it's not that easy to get. But if you go to your local supermarket or wine shop, they'll be able to direct you towards
It's
a
worth
good
it.
A
Gruner.
similar one.
It's worth it.
OK, great.
And it makes a nice
red?
change. Yeah. I think red is probably the better choice for turkey and ham. And the best styles are medium to full-bodied and fruity. You don't want anything too dry, too tannic, because turkey's naturally quite dry, and tannin will make it seem even more dry. So lots of fruit. What we're going to have is a Shiraz from Adelaide Hills in Australia. Adelaide Hills is one of the cooler regions, so what you get is medium-bodied, very juicy, lots of kind of red berry, and then that characteristic spicy finish to it.
But not too heavy.
Not too
Now,
heavy.
we've given
No,
you a
it seems
taste of
quite
Charlo's
light,
ham on
doesn't
the way
it?
in, by the way, Ian. So this will pair nicely with Charlo's ham.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Think of everything.
So when you smell that,
What
when
would
you
we do
taste
without
it,
you, Tommy? We'd be lost, you know.
Yes, I can confirm it does go well with Charlo's ham.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah.
again,
great,
really
isn't it?
fresh,
Really
really
nice.
juicy. The kind of red berry flavour and the spice in a Shiraz works much the same way as a cranberry sauce or a chutney would work with the
So
turkey.
it cuts through the flavour.
Absolutely, and kind of complements it.
It's a real
Lovely.
blackcurranty sort of fruity flavour.
And so it'll match well with all red meats.
All red meats or turkey,
lovely.
Yeah.
You can have it with
duck.
duck, beef, anything.
Lovely.
OK, and that's about $32.50. Is that
About
the right
that.
price? OK.
Yeah.
OK, but
So-
a Shiraz generally is a good tip for the
Definitely.
main course.
Australian Shiraz, Pinot Noir, if you want something a little bit lighter, but just go for something that's kind of fresh and fruity.
You could serve the posh bottle first. and then work your way down.
And work
Oh,
your-
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
so in agreement with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Then
try
bring it-
two really nice
Most
ones.
of the time you can make the mistake of saving posh for last, and it's a big mistake. isn't
Big
it?
mistake.
No
Sure.
appreciation.
May as well be
Bring
drinking
out the
Ribena
cronk
then.
then after that. Right, so
No one
you've had the
notices.
dinner and you're sitting on the couch, you're dozing off with a nice
Yeah.
port.
So, and what we're going to have is a Tawny port, which is a different style. This is Taylor's 20-year Tawny, which means that it's an average of 20 years. It's a blend of different ports, but they're an average of 20 years old. What's different about Tawny is that it's aged in barrels rather than bottles. So you get that lovely Tawny colour, slightly oxidised sort of flavour. So I sometimes describe it to people as being in between a regular port and a sherry.
Okay.
Okay.
But it is pretty much like
Love port.
Christmas in a glass. So you get dried fruit, you get nutty aromas, you get caramel, all those sort of things.
Christmas in a glass.
Fantastic with pudding or Christmas cake. Really good with anything like sticky toffee pudding or anything with nuts in it. Works really well with cheese. Can work with chocolate.
So this instead of a standard dessert
Instead
wine.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
So
saying
you
that.
would replace the dessert wine with this, Ian?
I would, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm going to be saying that for
I
the
think
next
it's
week.
very sweet.
It's Christmas in a glass.
Lovely though, isn't it?
This is best served lightly chilled. So it,
With the tin of Quality Street.
Yeah.
Just in case you're not getting enough
perfect
sweetness.
complimentary food.
Gluttonous on the show today.
Works so well. Oh,
gonna say nice
I
cheese
really
board.
like this. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Quality
millions
Street.
the Quality Street there with that. Ian, great stuff. Lovely
Thank you,
stuff.
Ian.